We're back after it, everybody. In this video, we're setting up a hang-on right up in this big pine tree right here. And this is overlooking the corner of the pasture plot. This is a couple acres of standing corn right here. And we've got this gate opening. And there's been a ton of deer coming in and out of here. And a ton of bears. In fact, this morning, double ear-tagged bear came right through here. I got it on the Keen camera over there, and then on this Tideway camera right here. It walked right through here, right out into the cornfield, and we've had numerous bears coming in and out of here. There's a real big bear that's come in and out of here a few different times, and they're coming right through this gap. You can see all the deer and bear tracks coming. That's that big bear track. Look at the size of that. I don't know how good you guys can actually see that, but that is a really big bear. So that's my hand, and it's exactly the size of my hand. You can see its pad right here, and then it's 4 paw prints. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a big bear. You can kind of see it right here too. So we're gonna get that stand right up in this tree. We're gonna go right up there, and we're gonna cut a hole so we can see, you know, this fence opening and the edge of the cornfield in there. This is just a big stand of pines right here. I'm not gonna have much line of sight in here, but one really nice thing about this spot is we normally have a wind out of the southwest, which will be set up perfect for this. So the first thing we got to do is cut some of these off for access up the tree. Tell you guys a trick when you're setting these tree stands and you need limbs to cut off. Always leave yourself about 6 or 7 inches as a handle. Learned that a long time ago, and if I'd have cut it off right here, I wouldn't have had anything extra to grab onto or step onto. So I always do that. I leave little notches to step on and whatnot, but the tree stand's gonna go right here, and I'm able to see that gate opening really well. I'll have to do some trimming of these pine trees right here, but I'm gonna have really good cover, and I'll clear an opening over here to the edge of the cornfield. This is gonna be a really awesome setup right here. I've got the stand up, and I got a lot of this stuff cut out right here in the front, and I've got a shooting lane right to the edge of the corn to my right there. I gotta cut a bunch of these limbs off this pine tree right there, and then I'll get a good line of sight at that opening, and we're gonna be in business. I got super good cover back here. Nothing's gonna pick me out right here, that's for sure. Especially in the morning, I'll be in the shade. So worked out. We got it up. Now I just got to do some trimming. I got to take out a few of those branches right up there. I've got to be able to shoot this opening right here. I got a lane to the edge of the corn over there, so we'll climb up this other tree and get after some of those branches. I'm gonna leave some of these low ones. Well, no, I can't, because I want to be able to shoot right here close if I need to. one of the tricks I do when I climb a tree like that and I have to cut some branches, I just tie a string off with my Sawzall with the wood cutting end, and when I get up to where I need to go, I just pull the saw up. You know, when I'm done and I need to climb down, I just let it down and climb down. Super easy. Well, I think we got everything trimmed I wanted trimmed. The only thing in question is that limb of that maple tree right there. I'm gonna climb back up and we'll look out of there and see what it looks like right now. I'll bring a weed whacker down here and weed whack all this, and then I'll bring a rake and rake all this right down to the dirt so it's super quiet. I can't stand walking on leaves and sticks and stuff coming in and out, so I kind of cleaned it up right around the base of the stand here, but I'm gonna make this, I'll get all this spotless so I can get in and out of here extremely quiet. Got awesome cover up there. Let's go ahead and climb up and I'll show you the view from up here. Well, here's the view. The shot is going to be right here, right at that opening. I've got a good line of sight right to the edge of the corn right here on that path too. So this is going to be sweet because I'll have the morning sun right to my back here and I'll be tucked right in here. They're not going to be able to see me at all in here. I'll be right in the shadows. Got some really good bow hangers. I left a few limbs. Hang my bow right there. I've got a spot right here that I can put my pack. All my shooting behind me is pretty much, well, there's none. I guess I could clear a path in here, but it's so thick with these pines. And like I said, a lot of my shooting's gonna come right in front of me. The bedding's out in here, so I think the majority of the deer come over through here and then out the opening. I am pretty excited. Takes a lot of work to get things right and, you know, just like you need them, but it's all worth it, you know, come November. So let's go check out the food plots in the pasture over here and I'll show you guys how they're doing. We made it over here to the pasture plot, and this is the lower acre plot. There's 2 acres across the swale hole right there that I have planted, and this is looking really, really good. As you guys can see, this stuff is really taken off. It shows you how important, you know, your seed spacing is. You know, at first this looked really pretty sporadic, you know, that there's a lot of spacing between each seed, but as that brassica matures and gets big, it needs that space. You know, all these holes right here are gonna all fill in with leaves so they can, you know, express their fullest potential. They're getting, look at that, there's already a bulb forming on that one there. Already deer tracks in there. We'll go ahead across and we'll see how that one's doing, and then the one I planted just, I think now it's probably 10, well, maybe it's been 2 weeks since I planted that one over there. Maybe not 2 weeks, probably 10 or 11 days to be. Not sure. Let's go check those out. This is all looking really good up here too. Got pretty good spacing up here between, you know, the brassicas. These things are gonna get absolutely huge. You can see we got a heavy rain the night I did this, and some of the seed washed down in here into this low spot, which is why it's a little bit thin up here. But it is thick in there where some of that seed washed into the middle. It's too thick. That brassica's not gonna you know, get to its biggest state, that's for sure. But this stuff up in here will. This stuff will get huge. There's the stump 4. And if you go look across the food plot, there's the wall I built. It's still standing, luckily. Somebody said that they don't think that'll last more than a few weeks, and you're probably right. If it goes down again, I'm not gonna set it back up. I'll just take the L and move on. It'd be much easier to just stack a bunch of round bales there or something. Next year we're gonna make sure that this green is properly covering everything, the corn. Let's go down in the bottom here and see how that plot's doing. So this down here I planted less than 2 weeks ago, and you can see everything's coming up real nice. There's some winter peas in here. I wanted to see if any of those are coming up at all. See lots of brassicas and winter rye and triticale and stuff coming up. That was that mix. Different things. I don't see any of the winter peas, but I'm sure they're here somewhere. There's all kinds of different stuff coming up. I'm sure some of them are winter peas, I just can't see them. Everything's looking good. Still a little more work to do, but everything's coming along. This is always a lot of fun for me. I obviously love deer hunting, but I love, you know, the preparation and the anticipation and trying to do everything I can to stack the cards in my favor. It's always a fun thing for me to do. It's not it's kind of a labor of love, really. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of hard work, but it's stuff that I like to do. So hopefully it pays off, and really all you can ask for is an opportunity at one of your shooters, one of your 4.5-year-olds, and we definitely have a few 4.5-year-olds to hunt this year, so that's exciting. Lots of really nice up-and-comers too, so next year and the year after we'll have more, you know, as long as they don't get cranked as 2.5 and 3.5-year-old bucks. We'll have a few 4.5-year-olds to hunt, which are mature deer and tanks usually. Figured I'd give you guys another look inside the Banks stump 4 blind here. We'll climb in. If you guys are interested in one of these, you can go down to Ravlin Hill Archery, tell them you've seen it on KEO-VLOGS, and they'll give you a lumber set all for free, just for saying, you know, you've seen this blind on my videos. So it's really a pretty incredible deal. I'll put the info in the description below, but these blinds are absolutely awesome. I'll take you right in here and show you. They're going to be fun to hunt out of, that's for sure. We'll leave you at that, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.